Each of these pictures represents a choice Mike Whiter wished he'd been able to make years ago.
For like 5 years, I wouldn't leave my house. I was so messed up on pills and kind of afraid. I was just in a bad place.
Whiter was in the second wave of soldiers who went to Iraq about a decade ago. Not long after he came home to Philadelphia, he started experiencing PTSD and was prescribed a lot of medication.
The amount of pills that they give the veterans that come home is just unacceptable. 40 medications over 5 years is what I was on.
He says none of them seemed to help. They only made things worse.
I was put in on the 7th floor in the psych ward at the VA hospital 3 separate times for 30 days each time for overdosing on the pills. I was essentially trying to kill myself. I didn't want to live anymore. I hated my life the way that it was.
His experiences became the inspiration for his new photography project. It's called Operation Overmed. These photos feature soldiers holding up marijuana and prescription pills. Whiter says it wasn't until he started using marijuana that he felt like he started getting his life back under control.
The VA still isn't recognizing the fact that veterans are being helped with cannabis therapy. They're still prescribing pharmaceuticals.
A recent report by the Government Accountability Office raised several concerns about how much medication VA doctors are prescribing. The investigators tracked veterans who'd been diagnosed with major depressive disorder and prescribed antidepressants. They include veterans who received care at the Philadelphia VA Medical Center, where Mike Whiter was treated. The investigators found almost all the veterans whose cases they tracked were not assessed properly. A third of them didn't receive follow-up within the recommended time frame. Further, they found the VA doesn't know the extent to which medical centers are taking steps to mitigate potentially significant risks to veterans. The VA acknowledges things need to change.
I think it's going to take a lot of people making a lot of noise.
There was some noise at this congressional hearing last month. Dr. Carolyn Clancy from the VA was testifying about this issue.
I want your commitment that you're going to work with me to resolve this, that it is a crisis for you, that it is urgent for you, and that we're going to turn this around.
You have my full commitment.
Thank you. I yield back.
That's not enough. We see nothing. You can't even answer a
Okay, sir, I'm sorry, you're out of order.
Dr. Clancy pointed to steps the VA already has taken to reduce the number of patients using opioids. But she also points out the number of veterans receiving specialized mental health treatment has gone up significantly, from 927,000 in 2006 to more than 1.5 million last year.
We acknowledge up front that we have more work to do to reduce opioid use, meet the increasing demands for mental health care, and prevent suicides, and we've taken significant actions to improve these areas in order to better serve veterans.
The VFW is one of several groups trying to curb suicides as well.
We've got to continue to explore new avenues of treatment, and until we're successful, we cannot stop.
That's why Mike has been so encouraged by the response he's received so far.
I wasn't expecting this to go viral. And then my photograph went viral, and a bunch of other vets started hitting me up and contacting me and wanting to be part of it.
His goal? Get this country to a place where fewer veterans have to go through what he did.
I was so over-medicated that I would slur my speech. My dad would come to my house and I would be foaming at the mouth because I took too many barbiturate painkillers that they gave me for migraines. So, you know, people were, it was just bad. It was so bad. I was in such a bad place, and I'm not there anymore. And I want to help other veterans get to where I am now.